independence.
And we struggle.
I did not quit. And every day I thank God I didn't give up.
And we fight.
I, in 2014, am choosing I am fighting to unite.
And we overcome.
To be part of such a team like this right here, and a team like this right here, this is a dream come true. But let me be crystal clear, this is only the beginning.
Everything you need to get where you need to be is inside of you. Stop whining and tap into your greatness.
We need for you to make a difference. America needs it. Your family needs it. You need it.
1, 2, 3.
Listen, man, this is amazing. This is my first time I have ever gone on an Alliance trip, I guess you could say. I am local here in Vegas, but they still put us up at the Paris Hotel, which is an amazing hotel. For those of you who have not been here, you got to experience it. And I got to admit, guys, this is the first time I have ever held a gun in my entire life was today. They took us to this place called The Range. Unreal. How crazy this is. The adrenaline starts pumping. You're nervous at first, kind of like when you first meet, like Andy Albright, right? So you first meet him, you're real nervous, and then, but you just go for it. You just got to pull the trigger, and the adrenaline starts flowing. You settle down a little bit, and it feels amazing. I'm telling you guys, the association here, the experiences that we're having, getting to know everyone, this is amazing. You guys have got to figure this out. You got to get here, man. Just get around the association. Just get here.
Hey guys, Brandy Tipton, your Hot Spots coordinator. Hot Spots are weekly meetings that happen nationwide every week. Our top leaders come to each city to host these meetings and to teach you information on recruiting, product training, and how to build a successful business. Our CEO, Andy Albright, has set up a program called All Access. All Access is designed to support all of our meetings and to help so we can continue to grow more cities across the country. You can go to NAAhotspots.com to find a city near you. If you have any trouble finding a meeting in your area, make sure to give me a call at 336-269-3986. At the Alliance, we are committed to your success, so make sure to plug into a meeting near you today. I look forward to working with you and talk to you soon.
Hey guys, Andy Albright hanging out on the world's largest cruise ship. And you know what? It's got everything you could dream of. Swimming pool, people, music, having a blast. You know the only thing that would make this better? Shopping in Central Park. So many shops, so many boutiques, you could get lost. But you know the only thing that would make it better?
High class, high energy, professional shows every night, best seats in the house. The only thing that would make this better? Ah, the aroma of high class dining, incredible service, and on top of that, all you can eat. But you know what would really make this better?
Sharing it with your best friends in the world, all expense paid, it's all here. You know what would make this better? You. Join us again. Join the Alliance for another once-in-a-lifetime, all-expense-paid trip.
Hey man, what are you reading?
Just flipping through Andy's book, 8 Steps to Success.
I didn't know Andy wrote a book.
Just you know why you and I will by and by.
Don't be that guy. Use NAAUniversity.com.
Oh, hi there. Didn't see you. Greetings and welcome aboard the Oasis of the Seas, the Alliance sailboat of the future. Anyways, my name is Matt Taflin. I'm going to be doing something no one has ever done on the shore of Cuba, which is that island right over there, in case you were wondering. I will be walking the entire public distance of the ship, from one end to the other that you are legally allowed to walk while aboard this ship. It has never been done before off the coast of Cuba by Matt Taflin. You will be experiencing that today on your guided tour. Join with me as we go from this distance right here, farthest reach, right here, yeah, there it is, all the way to the other side of the boat. Let's go, it's gonna be awesome. Let me tell you, there's a high wind advisory warning out here that you should be very aware of when you open doors, because it could get very windy and blow your hat off, or your shirt off, or your pants off, depending on what kind of pants you're wearing. Hold on, Star Trek style. Beam me up, Scott. Actually, that's teleportation. There we go. It says watch your step, but then you look down and then you're like, oh. Now here
here's one of the problems that we run into all the time is one level won't go all the way across the boat, so you've got to figure out what room you're on. Current stateroom, so we've got to be on 15, we're on 14, we've got to go up. Most of you would not need to run this, however, I'm going to run some of it. All right, that was enough running. Well, I think we got to go out and then across this to get here. It's very helpful. Let's continue. This is pretty cool. So this is a good view. They should call this the view because this is always a good view. Pretty cool. Against the wooden shelf that's right here that you see in the middle next to F. This is the farthest, most endest, backest lean part of the boat. Well, unless you were down there, then it would be a little bit farther. But you get the idea, That's one end to the other. It was like 23.5 minutes. So not bad at all. If you'd like more information about the boat, there's like a website somewhere that you can probably look up. Otherwise, I pretty much just showed you everything.
Hey, Hoss, that is your loss, idiot.
You seriously need to get yourself a copy of the NAA University.
Please.
Look, man, if it's only for the product training videos they got to offer.
Bo, if I don't know how to sell what they want, I'll make them want what I know how to sell. You feel me, bruh?
Just you know why you and I will buy.
Don't be that guy. Use NAAUniversity.com.
through the flow rider. It's amazing.
Hold up. I know you're leaving, but I need you to call this one last lead for me.
Yeah, I got it.
Now, it's important to remember this is one of our marriage leads. This is not a mortgage lead.
I got you. I got this, man. Hello, this is Clay from Mortgage Protection Center calling about your new mortgage. Hello?
Just you know why you and I will by and by.
All right. Okay. Calm down. I'm telling y'all. The Alliance is on fire right now. The recruiting numbers, the premium, the quality, the people, the tightness, the heart, the heads, we're getting it together like we never have. And I am so fired up about it. Y'all don't, this is something y'all don't know, but I'm going to tell you. It's hard. Me and Barry Clarkson, you know, we've been together for a long time, and we'll hardly ever do we call each other. This morning, I dialed his phone number, and he picked up. Normally, he leaves me a voicemail, I leave him a voicemail. I leave him a voicemail, he leaves me a voicemail. And then occasionally we talk. He picked up, I said, our luck's turning. He said, it's like, dude, have you seen the numbers? So Barry, I said, what do you mean, have I seen the numbers? I'm the engineer. You're the sales guy. You know, have I seen the numbers? Heck yeah, I've seen the numbers. They're going, it's crazy how people are recruiting. So right now, we have so many things going. This is the TWC. We call it the Wednesday Call, and I know it's streaming out, so we could call it the Wednesday Stream, but it's the Wednesday Call still. There's a lot of people listening on audio, and there's a lot of people watching it on the internet that's streaming out. We do this every Wednesday. Now, next Wednesday, how are we going to do it? Because we're going to be in Cabo, San Lucas, in Mexico with a lot of our best buddies, so you need to tune in next Wednesday and see how we do it. It's going to blow your mind. You will be fired up, okay? So this is a time in our history that so many people are going to remember forever, okay? Let me give you one memory right here. This is I'm looking for multiple pictures, Billy, that you promised me, and I don't see them. I only see one picture popping up. Yeah, that's where it is. Okay. Okay, so this is a memory. This is my daughter who, Angela, are you about her Jane's Haley's size? Come here, I want to show y'all. So, what? Right here. So this is Angela. Hey, buddy.
Hey, how are you?
So she's about my daughter's size. Okay? Now, my daughter was 15 in this picture. Do y'all know who that is? Let me show you who that is. That is this guy right here. Does that just give you cold chills? Does that blow your mind? So look. So this guy right here, who's a quarterback, Super Bowl champion, Russell Wilson, that's him a couple years back. We were hanging out with him, with the team. Me and Haley were traveling. We were up in at Virginia Tech, and she's hanging. Look how little he is. Okay? So here's the deal. Thank you, buddy. So you're kicking butt lately. This is great. So Russell Wilson, Pete Carroll. Look, there's the coachy. Little guy. The other guy, the owner, Paul Allen, let me tell you something. What Seattle Seahawks, were they first-round picks? A lot of fourth round, fifth round, no picks. And what are they now? Champions. And who's got the rings, baby? Who's got the rings? You with me? But what happened is they came together as a team, and they were on fire. They had the right owner, the right coach, who, by the way, had the right playbook, and the defense. And I mean, I'm not against Denver. Okay, I like Peyton or whatever his name is just as much as y'all like Peyton. Well, apparently y'all like him more because you know his name better. But they had the right coach with the right fire. Now, this guy is a winner. He played at NC State. Then he played at Wisconsin. He's a baseball player. He's a winner. But they had the fire to run the plays like the coach called. And they had a great system that he won in college with and he won in the pros with. But he had to have the right people to do it. And listen, but you got to have the right values and everything, okay? So they did that. So they came together. I'll show y'all something. We haven't blasted this out before. It's called the Alliance Playbook. All right? Now, what is our playbook? It's how we are going to win, okay? It's what we must do, and it is why we do it. So why we do something, we are starting to get this. The crazy thing to me, Alex Fitzgerald, the crazy thing to me, Stephen Davies, is how we put this together. We flew in over a couple of years and we screamed about it. We voted. We negotiated. We debated. We didn't come to blows, but we had to fight it out. And we agreed that what we believed in was these three things. P-I-E, prosperity, inspiration, and eternity. And I know that I have a thing that in First Things First, one of the books that we talk about, it's mind over mattress. Y'all ever have that problem, mind over mattress? Does a mattress ever win and your mind don't win? Like you know you need to get out of bed, but the mattress wins? This is what helps me beat the mattress. This is what gets my mind on fire, okay? Let me tell you something. We are recruiting like crazy, like we're on fire. The numbers right now, we were at 75 new contracted agents. I don't know how many we've put in class in the last 3 weeks. I know the number's going through the roof because the licensing company are calling us and saying, what are y'all doing? And we said text dialing. And I don't think they know what that means. I mean, methinks you do not know what this word means. Okay, so they don't know what text dialing means, but they know we're putting people in like crazy, which means more is going to come out. So the average for the company is only like 74 in the first of the year, which is still not bad per week. It looks like we've already recruited 69. These are actual factual numbers, okay? We're on fire. People are recruiting like crazy. All right, now, so this is a page out of First Things First. Let me get this book for you. Okay, First Things First. This book right here. This page right here. Okay? Well, I don't have to pull it out because I got it right here. This is a page. I think it's page 40. Here you go. Look it up. See what page it is, Jane. Okay. Check this out. Your physical, your social, your mental, your spiritual. Where's the overlap? Okay? What page is that? 49. Page 49. So listen to this. The key to the fire within is our spiritual need to leave a legacy. It transforms other needs into capacities for contribution. You get it? People say, why are you so jacked up, Andy? Why is the fire within you? And I always say, because I got enthusiasm, which is a Greek word for God inside. But it's starting to come together. It's starting to come together. Once you pay for your bills and you can eat and you can put the kids in school, and once you hit the basics, what Jeff Bright taught us is you want to leave a legacy. And that country song just keeps coming in my mind. I want to leave a legacy. And I'm going, is that Breanne Goad singing, or is that who's singing that? So watch this. All right, this is big. The true joy in life being used for a purpose. Billy, can I see that whole picture? I'm afraid to touch it because I'm not sure it's going to move up. The true joy in life, being used for a purpose, recognized as a mighty one, being a force of nature. Let me have that page. This is it. There we go. This is a true joy in life, being used for a purpose, recognizing by yourself as a mighty one. You recognizing that you are a mighty one. I like this part. Being a force of nature instead of a feverish, selfish little clod of ailments and grievances complaining that the world don't devote itself to making you happy. Okay, let me get this straight. The first one instead of the second one. A force of nature, believing that you're a mighty one, not a little clod of ailments, feverishly complaining that the world is not trying to make you happy. It won't put all its resources in. Okay? All right. I am of the opinion that my life belongs to the whole community. And as long as I live, it's my privilege to do for it whatever I can. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die. For the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle to me. It's not a sort of splendid torch which I've got to hold up for the moment. And I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it to the next generation. All you Y generation and X generation and Spencer and Haley and the kids and Chan Man, see, that's the concept. That is this concept right here. I don't know how many people are getting this concept of how powerful this is. Eternity, relationships. This is huge. This is the deal. This is who we are. How about turning it off for me too? Thank you. All right. All right. Here we go. This is our values. I'm not going to go through them. Talk to your manager. What do? We sell, recruit. We teach others to sell, recruit. This is our level sheet. And this is a new one that has the substitution rules in it. It's now available on NAAU and on NAA Leads. And you can print that out. This is selling and recruiting. Selling and recruiting. We're doing 1,000 points for recruiting. We got the substitution rule over here on the builder side. This is selling, recruiting. This is teaching to sell and recruit. It's coming together that when we put more people in, we're better able to handle the people that are coming in. Our hot spots across the country are getting uniform. We're coming together on who we are. We've got the ATM now. Our placement and persistency is through the roof. We've got Mutual Omaha and Foresters and CFG like just doing all kinds of crazy good stuff for us. And we've got Kemper and we've got Monumental. and we got the IULs of F&G, and they're all great friends that we've built over the last 13 years. And we've got the inner circle team that's getting together, flying all around the country to train and, listen to this, and make things better than they've ever been. We adjusted the hot spots. We don't do the day, we do the night. But we do longer at night so that people that got a job. And it's more impactful, more intensity. We changed the substitution. We added 1,000 points. We're going to the Greek Isles this year. All carriers combined. That's amazing. It's never been like that, Joe Dukes. Tina, it's never been like that. It's never been set up like that. And people say, Darwin called. He said, what's going on? I said, we're recruiting like crazy. We're going to blow up. He's like, but you've been growing. The alliance has taken, like, something will happen, the economy, or something dumb will happen, and the alliance just keeps growing steady. I said, no, no, no. That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is supernatural growth. What we're talking about is exponential growth. What we're talking about is the power of the alliance. Okay? This is where we are now. The power of the alliance. Who are we? And what are we? What do we stand for? So here's what's happening. We're creating this massive snowball, this massive magnet. What does a snowball do? When you roll it through snow, it just picks up snow. Okay? And what happens is, the cleaner the snow, the cooler the snowman, right? But it's going to start picking up everything. But after you get that snowball, you're like, what's that sticking in there? You grab hold of that and throw it out. But everything's going to be attracted to it. And that's why we're going to have some cases where we go like, that's a rock right in there. That's not part of the snowman. That's got to get out. And then what's happening, we're doing a purification. And what's happening is this right here is helping us envision who we want. And I was talking to a guy last night. Gosh, it had to be 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. He said, I've never been this excited before in my life. There's one guy. I think he's at this level right here. And I predict he is going to be one of the new people up here. I'm thinking he's going to be in the regional manager, national manager in 12 to 18 months. Why is that, Andy? Because it's so simple and clear now, and because everybody's working together in the hot spots now. Okay. All right. So I want to move on. One message that I'm trying to get to you. One message. Tim's always real good at asking me what we're trying to get to. What we're trying to get to. All right. In your life, this is a real long psychological thing to get you to a place. So I'm just going to ask you to think through this. Don't react. Don't get mad. Don't get emotional about it. Just reflect. How about this? What if you trusted me? Or what if you went to your dad? Or what if you went to what Jeff Bright calls a SME, a subject matter expert? What if you had something really wrong with your knee or brain surgery, and you want to ask somebody, am I doing something that's causing my knee to hurt? Am I doing something that's causing my headaches? If you have a rash, what am I doing to destroy myself? What am I doing that's distracting me? Hello? So, you want a subject matter expert when it comes to recruiting. So when it comes to recruiting, this is what I want you to do this week. All right? I want you to think about what distracts you. So you're actually looking down at yourself, not your husband, not husband looking at wife, not wife looking at husband, you looking at you saying, what distractions do I have? And what I want you to do is, I want you to get down to the nasty distractions. Okay? My boy asked me yesterday, did I know what fighting flies or fighting birds? So don't answer this. Fighting birds are? And I was like, what are you talking about? It's a new game on the iPhone. And I was like, no. And I was like, no. I don't need to add to my distractions list. And see, what is a distraction? It's anything that takes you away from what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, now, here's the only thing. It's very difficult to take your distraction and don't do it. Won't work. Because you can't make the darkness go away. Like if your addiction is Facebook. Okay? Y'all know what that is? Y'all know what I'm talking about? It's Facebook. Okay? Or it's Twitter, or it's some other social. Is that what it is? Twitter? Twitter? Whatever. Okay. It's a distraction. Okay? Or a health issue. I understand we have a family issue, a friend distraction. What is it that mess you up? Just kind of write them down. That's what I want you to do. And then what I want you to do is take this right here, this an activity book, and tell me, typically on the right side of an activity book is recruiting. So to help set your world on fire, what do you need to do to help your business more? For some people, it is, for a lot of people, it is number of dials. What is it that you are going to do that brings the fire? What is it that you're going to do that brings the light into your darkness? In other words, what's going to drive that down? What is it you're going to do different? Okay, I don't really want to talk about my distractions, okay? My last distraction on social media was Instagram, okay? That was my last. In other words, I hadn't looked at that. I haven't given it 2 minutes in the last 4 days, okay? I used to not miss a picture, okay? Now I have people show me pictures that are important, okay? So what is yours? I do have other distractions. I'm not going to tell you all my distractions. It's my business. Okay. Here's what I know. At the office, I have distractions. So here's what I did. I went to my secretaries, Amber and Missy, and I said, I want increased number of minutes scheduled, blocked out for text dialing. I want more TDs in my game. I want more text dialing. So now I have blocks in my day this week, big blocks. And my staff is sitting around my desk, and they've got the phones lined up, and I've put myself in a position to win. So now I'm doing less of something. But because I don't have to really pick it out, I just do more of this and I do less of that. Hello? Is this some simple stuff that'll change your world? It's changed mine. Our ABTF, our base is blowing up volume-wise. We are almost double our 6-week average when it comes to putting in contracted agents. The company is up about 50%. We're up about 100%. If all 32 agency managers get up 100%, do y'all know how much we'll be up? Some people are like 3,200%, right? No, it's 100%. That's the way that works. I'm not going to get through the math on that. But if we all double, we all double. If some of us triple and some of us double, we're going to be at 150%. That's what I see. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I'm an engineer. I've done the math, okay? Back in 2007, 2008 is the biggest we ever were as far as recruiting. And guess what else went hand in hand with recruiting? Volume. Last year was a phenomenal year for sales. Good for recruiting. In 2007, which was our best production year ever, it was the best in recruiting. And it carried on through 8. And then y'all youngins don't know this, but 5 years ago, because some of y'all were in middle school or whatever, and I understand that, but us that are older than that, right, Ted? Us that are older, if our memory ain't gone, me and Ted, sometimes we might not remember 2008 for a different reason. It ain't because we wasn't there, it's because we don't remember. Okay, well, here's what happened. We were the highest, Jane, ever in recruiting. Our projection right now is that by the end of March of this year, we could be passing. Oh, man, we will be passing. We're going to pass our highest recruiting weekly averages ever in the history of the company. Now, here's what I've noticed. Okay? Whenever people move to a city, business follows. People set up businesses. So as people moved from other countries to New York area where the harbor was, that's where the business came. As people moved south and west, business moved with the peoples. Hello? We start hitting up here in these same kind of numbers because the projection we're in, when we do that, and it's on track to happen. And the managers, I don't care if you're right here or you're right here, you're going to pass people here if they don't have people that are hitting the kind of recruiting numbers that we have. They can't get but so good selling. A man can only write 35, 45, 50,000, he's done. But if you bring 1,000 of us, bruh, that's a heck of a, we're going to do, it ain't going to be 40,000 in a month. We're going to buy 40,000 per minute. Bam! Y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Because Barry always says Chinese Army, and I always go like, I'm not sure if that's like okay to say. But that's what Barry Clarkson says. I don't know. I always just going to say there's going to be a bunch of us. A bunch of us coming at you, all right? So we are on track to hit that, and this is how we're going to do it right here. Okay, what do you need to do more of? Do you need to go to the Green Book and learn how to do follow-ups? Do you need to find out how to make more phone calls? Could you stand up here 10 minutes and tell me exactly what text dialing is? I'm trying to do my time, get my mind right on the time. So I have 35. Okay, all right. So this is how we're going to do it. All right. Next. Where are we headed next? This is big. We've got our playbook. We got our levels figured out. Let me tell you what we're going to do next. Here's what we're going to do next. See this little area right here? That's where I'm going to be next week, hanging out with some of my best friends in the world. I can't wait to sit out there with Jane Albright, and I guarantee you I'm going to get her a Michelob Ultra and sit out there and just relax with her a little bit and chit-chat. And there's going to be some friends sitting around, and we're going to be some coffee drinking. I know a couple of them going to smoke a cigar, and we're going to be sitting right out here, okay? We're going to be having a blast in Cabo San Lucas. And we're going to have some nights out, some unbelievable dinners, and we're going to have some unbelievable pool parties, and we're going to see some incredible sights, and it's incredible fun. We got a pool table, ping pong table. We're going to have a blast, okay? I can see the, listen, Fitz, I can see the lobster butter rolling down your arm. I can see him going like, Fitz will do this right here. He'll get the old like that right there with that lobster butter coming down his face. All right, y'all ever seen them big clams they got too, the huge clams? If you like clams in Mexico, you just, oh my gosh. The sunsets, the ocean, the breeze blowing, the smell of just the sun, how warm it's going to be. My boys up north, I love y'all. I'll be thinking about you, the ones that are not coming. The ones that are taking a break and going with us to Mexico, I'm so fired up about you, buddy. Guys, that that is where we're going to be. This is a resort we're going to be hanging out for a couple of days. I think there's around 75 of us going. Typically, we have 800 to 1,000 watching the show, so not 800,000, 800 people to 1,000 people, but it's going through the roof with the way our numbers are coming in. This is where we're going to be hanging out for about 75 of us in this resort. But I want y'all to understand we are going to be doing some work. One of the most fun works we're going to be doing is this one right here. All right. Alliance Life USA. But watch this. I was like, that's cool. I kind of like the flag. Look at the U in the middle. Look at this one right here. Oh, we got the red, white, and blue with the U in the middle. Look at this one right here. We got the flag in it. I like that one when I saw that. Because I got to thinking about it. We're going to give away some nice shirts in April, and this is going to be the logo. So what you got to do is when you design a logo, you got to go see if it'll embroider right. And they was like, yeah, you're good. I was like, all right, we got a couple more adjustments. So what are we going to be doing? Look at that one. I was like, we got too much air right here. See the air right there? We got to do something about that. So we came up with this right here. Got the stars. You like that one? So let me tell you the kind of work we're going to have to do. We're going to pass these around, and we're going like, I like that one right there. And then we're going to be like, now look at that one with just 1 star and 1 star. I like that one. And then we got, oh, we got more of the shape going on right here. All right, now I'm telling you, that one right there, and we got this, look at that one. That one's crazy. Like, that won't work. All right, so let me tell you, this is 5 and 5. There's another one coming I'm going to have with me in Cabo, and it's 6 and 6, which would equate to this right. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 6 and 6, that would equate to a chairman's council member. So we're thinking about, and I think Joe Deuce came up with that. He's like, why 5 and 5? Why not 6 and 6? And then we got one with stars coming around here. So we're going to make the hard decisions in Cabo of what logo we're going to have on Lights USA. And people say like, and it's funny because the business people, there's some people going like, what difference logo make? And I go like, every difference in the world. I don't know a shirt I don't like. This is going to be, I mean, we're talking that high dollar golf shirts, red, white, and blue, baby. I'm talking, it's going to be awesome, man. So this is what people say, this is what we dreamed of. This is what we dreamed of, is sitting in Cabo, picking out logos. Okay, now, what else are we going to do? We're going to be doing, we're going to be talking about this right here. I guarantee you this. We're going to be reflecting back when there were some of us that were with F&G Life that we did this cruise 10 years ago. We did this cruise. And we're going to be talking about, because have you ever heard the story when Stephen Davies is talking about, I'm pretty sure it was on that trip. It's just, you know, when Adam Katz brought the leather jacket and he was like that. And we're going to talk about what stories are going to be created here. Oh, and we're going to talk about the Caribbean cruise that we have coming back up in July. Like there's, I don't know, 700, 800 of us going on that one. We're going to start talking about that, and then we're talking about who all is going to win this trip in Cabo San Lucas. This is what we're going to talk about. Now, we've got this leadership thing that, I'm trying to remember what Jeff Bright told me to say and not to say. I'm not going to say. Because we're going to have to do this. We're going to have these leadership, principle-centered activities that we're going to do. If y'all have ever participated or seen Jeff Bright talk about something, it's always hilarious, and huge debates erupt. We learned what empathy is. We learned what sympathy is. We did a thing, if y'all ever get a chance with Jeff Bright, we did a thing where you determine who gets released from prison. So you get these 8 choices. And then, can you imagine, with the 8 of us, me, Fitz, Lampy, Weinbrenner, Leventovich, Carries, Katz, Long, Davies, and all of us trying to agree on which 3 to let go out of 8. And I'm going like, this woman needs to be set free. And Davies like, do you know what she did? I was like, I read the same sheet that you read. And so then so what we do is we come together by who we would release from prison, or who we would promote, or who we would fire, and this is how this was designed. You with me? Like, when would you promote them? And so like this right here, the substitution rule, the way we came up with that is the same type of contest. We'd come up with a look-alike game and play the game. It's like Monopoly. The way I describe doing this business is putting houses. Like I want to put a person in every hot spot. To me, that's like looking at the Monopoly game, and I want to put a house here and a house here, and then as soon as my finances get right, I want to put another house, and eventually I want hotels. You with me? And so that's the way we relate the alliance. That's the way we've built the entire thing. Now, let me go back to this real quick. And do I have, is Mark Vickers on the line? Yes. Okay, let's do this right here. Watch this, guys. The playbook, how we're going to win, how we're going to behave, what we're going to do, sell, recruit, teach, eight steps to success, how we succeed. Look at this. What must we do? Duplicate, associate, edify. Come out into the light of day is what we call it, okay? So what we've got to do is we've got to get the green book and we've got to copy it, duplicate. We've got to learn out what is Jason Carey doing that ties into the green book, and how do we copy him, and how is Jason copying what I put in the book, what was the meaning, what was the essence, what was the feeling, what was the end game. Think about all those things when we copy, when we duplicate, associate, and edify. What are we going to be doing? We're going to be associating in Cabo. The winners are coming together, and we're going to fight this out. We're going to debate it out. Now, I admit, we're in an unbelievable, wonderful location debating, suffering for the alliance, right? That's what we call it, suffering for the alliance in Cabo, okay? So we've done so many things here. Edify, you know, what are we going to talk, hey, on that edify, we talk about what all we've done, and we're going to remind ourselves. We were reading in a book called The Advantage. We learned that a lot of times the CEO and the president is the chief reminder officer. Let's remind everybody of what we've got. But here's the thing, a thing that's going to roll out, a duplication strategy. Me and Fitz have always tried to show the plan the same at every hot spot. Me and Katz, and we tried, but we all got kind of crazy personalities. Davey's hilarious. We got together and we started working this out. I don't say fighting it out, but we started working this out. And guys, we got it. We got it. Some of you have seen it. Let me show you what it's going to look like when it comes out. It's a supplement to the Millionaire Maker Guide. It's called Showing the Plan, a supplement to the Millionaire Maker. And look at this, what it is. Every single thing that you got to do. So right here is, before you get started, what's the important stuff that you got to remember? The introduction, questions to ask. Have you ever felt you weren't paid enough? That's the way we open the meeting up. Y'all have seen some of this. Have you ever found yourself with more month than money? And then what we do is we tell our story with our crazy personalities. Lampy's is hilarious, if y'all have ever heard him. He always has everybody just rolling, okay? And then he talks about how he found the alliance. So he goes out and grabs people and brings them to us in the audience. All we got to do is just keep filling up the hot spots. Then we go through the important things that you know about your story. By the way, unbelievable personality with a guide. Let me tell you something. Watch this. Where's my other pictures, Billy? They keep disappearing on me. Where is Haley and them? Okay? All right. So I need to go over there when I get these. Okay? Watch this. He had a playbook. But my man got personality, if you've ever seen him. He does what he wants to do, anything he wants to do when he's out there, as long as he's executing the play. We have agreed that this is the offense we're going to run, all of us. Now, are all of us executing the down and out? Go run, take 8 steps, turn, it'll be, are we executing right yet? No. But now we have it written out page by page. And here's a question one of my main man said. He said, should we just do it one page, like 3 items, so we can all get it right? And here's what Adam Katz said. The first time I did this, I held it in my hand, and I got about 60%. The next time, I got 70, and next time I got 80. He said, I think I'm up at about 90% now. He said, I think 1 or 2 more times I'll be 98. What if we had 100 people? What if every player, does y'all know if every player executed a football play, what it would result in, offensive play? Does everybody know? A touchdown. Every one of them are designed for a touchdown. What happens is somebody fails or somebody foils it. And you keep somebody foiling it by you winning. So if every player wins, we get a ring. You get a ring, 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 and you get a ring. People overestimate the power of individual statistics, and they underestimate the power of a team. Okay? One board stretched out across, and you put any kind of ball and you hold it there, you put a weight on top of it. You take another one, and you do the same thing, and you put however much weight you want to put on it, and you add this weight to the other weight, and it holds twice as much. But if you do this, if you figure out a way to take the same support and put the board here and put a board there, 2 boards, it'll hold 3 or 4 times the weight that 2 separate boards will hold. And people say to me, are you sure? I said, dude, I've got more enlightening stuff than that. I'm serious. Watch this. Did y'all know this? Did y'all know that if this is a basketball backboard and this is the basketball goal, how many balls will fit in there at the exact same time? 2 balls at the same time go down in there. You go, no way. I go, yes, it will. You come out here to our gym and take a ruler. I'm telling you, I know it will. Where'd you learn this? I learned it in a seminar. I learned it when a man was talking about stuff like this right here. And I learned that if you take a twig, you can snap it. You take 2 twigs, you can snap it. 3 twigs, it starts to get hurt. But you put us, you put Kara and Brian and Joe and Tina and Jane and James, and we will become more of a magnet so that we'll be more on fire. You tracking? We'll be a more powerful magnet. 1 guy on fire is going to hire this many people. 3 people on fire, we're going to hire 10. We get 100 people doing this. And the green book, it's coming, guys. I hear that train a-coming. I'm telling you, Bo, it's coming. We got a game plan. So we got Mark Vickers. He has been helping us with speaking. Mark, are you on here, buddy? Yes? No? I can't hear him. Hey, Mark, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, Andy.
Mark, talk to me about the struggle, the battle, the interesting remarks we've had from our leadership as we've put this together, and you've kind of spearheaded it for us. This is Mark Vickers. Do I have his book, Speaking and Selling? Y'all get me one of his books. I want to hold it up. Mark Vickers. So talk to me, man.
Well, it's been a really crazy journey that I guess you and I started, Andy, just before the war parties in October. And just finding a way to get the core message that you and Fitz and Davies and Katz and everyone else needs to have in the plan when we're showing the plan, trying to get that structured in such a way that we can duplicate it quickly and easily, and that's really the key. One of the big challenges we've had is getting everyone to understand that even though it's scripted, all that personality can come through, just like you were talking about before. And when we're down in Cabo next week, we're going to do some really cool exercises with the folks in Cabo to help them really get used to letting their personality come through while they're sharing the exact same message. Because when we put together that standard message and the incredible personality that we have in the Alliance, there's going to be no stopping us. There's going to be no stopping us. We've got a good message and great personalities and the passion. It's going to be wild to watch this thing roll out.
Have you been down to Cabo before, Mark?
I've not been to Cabo. I've been to the other side of Mexico, so this is my first trip to Cabo.
You're going to love it, buddy. The breeze is there, the view's there, the restaurants we're going to go to, the intensity. We're going to take this Show the Plan, and we're going to go through it. And we're going to let some people stand up, and we're going to go, you know that part where you got your finger in your nose? We don't think that's interesting. But you know that part that you started to tell the story? We think you should expand on that because it captured our attention. So some of you that have been through this little exercise, it's mind-boggling. Like, for example, I used to spend so much time talking about North Carolina State football and their team and how that's where I went to school, and one of them said, you know, people don't care. So you're getting people angry that hate NC State. You're getting people that like NC State thinking about NC State. And you think that people that don't know what you're talking about, they're thinking about they're lost. And I was like, hey. So I had to put down the ego and my little petty ailments where I thought the world needed to line up. You know, this George Martin show that I was reading earlier. The world doesn't deserve it for me. I need to do what the world is looking for so that we can bring it on, baby. Does this make sense? But Mark has helped us recognize and understand little things like that. Right, Mark?
You got it.
So this book really has made huge changes in my life. It's simple, straight at you, like he goes, you know how he says, that's right. A lot of people talk and talk. He's got it, real simple stuff. He lays out there, authenticity, do your homework. You can't judge. It's just simple, good quality. And by the way, there's a lot in his book about the heart, quality of life, leaving a legacy, leaving something behind, not just making a dollar bill. And he points out that the ones that get their eyes off of that little dollar, a little bitty dime, right? And they start thinking the bigger picture, those are typically the people that make it bigger. That's where you get the Brian Tracy's. Like the book of the month, we're doing goals. Brian Tracy, see, if you ever get a chance, matter of fact, I'm working on some of us going out to a leadership in California, like people that can afford to put some money into it, going out there and spending a half a day with Brian Tracy. That might be where we are, or it might be with Rick Warren. Okay, but either one of those guys have done what? They devoted their life to what? Serving. Like, if you talk to Brian Tracy, he's headed over to a different country. You know him, right, Mark? You've met him several times. Have you ever seen how many people that are that age that are still giving back, right?
Well, it's interesting because there's a lot of them in that top tier who are definitely there serving the world, and they just keep going because the energy they draw from that service is incredible. And you look at a Brian Tracy, some of the ones who have left this earth over the last couple of years, that essence of serving is so powerful. And as you mentioned, the minute you move to that mindset of serving the other person and helping the other person, everything else takes care of itself. And whether we're across the kitchen table selling a policy or we're up showing the plan, as long as we're there to serve those people and to help them be better, the dollars are going to take care of themselves.
So here we go. Where we're going to be? Where we're going to be? Right here. What are we going to talk about? The future of the Alliance. We're going to talk about the leadership coming up. I'm going to say this right after this call. I've got agency managers. We've sent them the leadership grid for it in July. It'll sell out. It'll be the fastest sellout we've had in the history of the Alliance. A large part because we've recruited more people to the Alliance. Y'all do the math on that? Because we have more people, we're going to sell out faster than ever. What else? Because when you choose to come to this leadership, if you choose to, you're going to, or when you choose to, you're going to get to pick what you do from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, whether it's in the main studio out here, or whether it's back in the food area, or whether it's up in the dome area, or whether it's up in the game area. And there's going to be a different leader John Roberts is going to do tax accounting. Jason Carey is going to do client for life. Alex Fitzgerald is going to how to get 12 wide in recruiting. Diane Lampy is going to do text dialing in a small conference room. And you'll do that for an hour, and then you'll switch. Now, here's the thing. John's not doing taxes again. So you got to pick, because the next one has got annuities by Gina Hawkes. Then the next one has Chris Long teaching how to get people started right. So it's a grid that you'll get to pick from. This is all day, all Saturday morning, all Friday afternoon from 1 o'clock until 5, and we'll do the kickoff at 6 o'clock. So the convention starts. So we're showing that to the agency managers. Really the inner circle went through it. We'll still make more adjustments. By the way, if you agency managers have got it, there's going to be more adjustments. We're still thinking about it. We're going to make more adjustments. So they're going to do that in Cabo. We're going to do this. Oh, by the way, Jim Henson is in Cabo getting things ready for us. Okay, actually he's there with his fiance, warming up the place. Right, so he's getting it ready for us. So we're going to come down, and this is a guy who's going to be president of Alliance Life USA, and John Roberts is coming down a couple of days afterwards, and they're going to sit down and show us how. This is big right here. I'm going to tell you one thing. I wasn't going to do all this, but this is big. Let me give you an idea, a real quick idea of how the Alliance, how ALUSA was going to work. So if y'all know it or not, the way our grid works, the more you move up, there's more renewals, but for the most part, we're advanced ahead of time. Come on up here, Jessica. The more advanced we are, okay, the more, the higher renewals, the higher commissions. But with Alliance Life USA, everything is immediately, listen to this, and nobody's ever heard of this because I don't know, it might have been 100 years ago when it was ever done, and then insurance companies realized they didn't have to do it. It's called renewals for the life of the policy. And it's called massive renewals based on profitability. So if it works like this, if the blocks look like this, over time, like year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, okay? So imagine this. If the first year you get money coming in and the second year you get money coming in, but what you do is this is last year's sales. So this year you do it again. So the second year you do this. So now what happens is these renewals keep coming in year after year, year after year, year after year. This is the way the ALUSA grid is going to look. So then the third year, you do this. So what happens is, eventually, this is your money coming in every year, okay? But watch this. The way this, you'll be fired up about. But what happens is, because of the way we're putting it together and the way we got our quality up and the way that we've negotiated the thing with the insurance company where we actually own the policy also, not where it's commissions, but we own 10% through a reinsurance company, what's going to happen is you're going to get, can y'all see blue on the screen good? Blue works. Watch this. So after, we think by the third year, you should be able to get a bonus, and then a bonus, and then a bonus. So this keeps going out 10 years, 15 years, 20, 30 years out. You'll be making these renewals, okay? Imagine what happens, that 1, 2, 3. So the third year, you get bonus, bonus, bonus. So now you got right here, watch this. So what happens is 1, 2, 3, so the third year. So look at this year right here. You've got all of that adding up. And when y'all see the math that Preston throws out and Abigail, so you say, well, let me ask you this, Andy. Do we have any leads? Do we have leads? Jessica is from a lead performance team, and one of the things, what was it you've been doing an incredible job. Things have been going good. What was it you were telling me, and I was like, yep, you got to come talk on the show.
We can tell you some areas where people can recruit. Sorry. Yeah, we can tell you areas to recruit. So you've been talking about recruiting all day.
Okay.
If someone's interested in knowing where we have a lot of leads, I'm going to tell you real quick. Number 1, Cook County, Illinois. It is a bumping county. If you want to recruit there, we have lots and lots and lots of leads there.
Is that Chicago?
Yes.
So Chicago's huge.
Chicago.
All around Chicago.
All around it. Yep.
All right.
We have Marion, Indiana. So anyone in Marion, Indiana. Bexar, Texas. Hartford, Connecticut. And Pima, Arizona. Top 5 places.
Bexar, Texas. For you guys from Texas?
How do you say it?
I'm just going to go with Bexar.
I wasn't an English major, sorry. Bear. Oh, Lord. Wow.
I don't know how I know that.
Yeah, hey.
I think because somebody laughed like crazy at me.
But I can give you lots.
Hartford, Connecticut?
Yes. But we can give you all of the counties if you're looking for some leads or some hot places to recruit.
How do we get in
That's
touch
what we're
with
here
you?
for. Call us at the leads team. We have a new extension. Call into the headquarters. Ask for 2160. Make sure I tell you that right. 2620. Look, see?
26.
It's that new. We just got it yesterday.
2620.
Yep, 2620. You'll get someone in the leads department, and that's what we're here for. You can email us, check out our website.
A long time ago, when we first started this, you could call in. Somebody would tell you where all the A1, the 2A, the 3A, RW, and you tell us leads that are becoming discount that have never been purchased. Will y'all still take time? Do we have enough people to do that if people call in?
We are always busy, but we will always make time for you. For any of you agents out there that want to know those answers, we can show you where to find them. We make time for you guys.
Okay, so they've got maps they can show you. They can join me. Agency man. Here's really what I want. Here's what I really want. I want key leaders, team leaders, agency managers calling in. Okay, this is a pocket of people. You say, what if I'm just one person? Well, if you're one person, here's what I would do. If I were you, I would talk to your agency manager or talk to your key leader and say, will you show me? Because I'm concerned that we got thousands of people and they won't be able to get it. So talk to your key leader or talk to your agency manager. If they say, I'm not sure, feel free to call. We will help you. But I'm feeling better and better about our agency managers and who we've got right now. Okay? So, I don't know, I like that one better or that one better. Guys, look, this is us now, and this is where we're going to be. I'm telling y'all, the person, the championship is in us. We've got everything we need. The alliance is enough. We've got the coach, we've got the coaches, we've got the playbook, we've got the carriers, we've got the system. We are stoking the fire because we're understanding the pie, the prosperity, the inspiration, the eternity. We're understanding it more and more through First Thing First, through Tim Goad talking to us, through Jeff Bright educating us to understanding we're the baby boomers. And what's your group, Ted? What do you call them? The greatest generation of all time. The greatest generation. We got those guys. So Jeff Bright's telling us what the greatest generation, what the baby boomers want, what the X generation, what the Y generation is wanting. And we're getting, what we're doing is we're getting every generation, and what we're doing is we're getting this circle right in here, the fire within, the burning. I'm not going to read it to you again. Go to page 49. Was it 49? Page 49 in First Things First. Go to 49 in First Things First. Read that. Read the whole book. But go in here, First Things First. Develop that burn. Figure out how you're going to leave a legacy. Get your calendar for tomorrow. This morning, I texted a few buddies, and I was like, hey, we text Alan tomorrow at 10. We text Alan tomorrow at 2. If you want to listen in to me doing it, contact my secretary. She'll give you the code, and you can listen in. I can't call for everybody. I'm sitting there drinking throat coat like crazy because I'm on the phones wearing it out. It's never been better. The strawberries are ready to be picked. They're ripe. We got to get them. Get you some, because listen to this. There's some shake-up in the makeup coming, and I want it to be you. You know what my man said? His daddy told him. He says, my daddy said, why not you, son? That's what he told him. He said, why not you, son? So I'm asking you, why not you? Why not you, cuz? Why not you, Lil Con? Why not you? Why not you, Brian? Why not you, Angela? Why not? Why not you? Can't think of a reason that it's not you.
See you in Cabo. If you're not coming with us, we wish you were there. We love you. We appreciate you. Go get you some because we getting ours. The Alliance is enough. The power of the Alliance is being unleashed. It's starting right now. Come with us. We love y'all. Agency managers, I'll be on the phone in just a minute. Let's do it. Bye.
The heart of every movement is the individual who makes a decision that something matters, a decision that something needs to change.
Don't get caught up with the destination. Fall in love with the process.
We will not be denied, we refuse to lose, and we will fight to unite regardless.
Understand this is the right time, we're in the right place, we're fighting the right battle. We're looking for people who want to be the warriors on the right team. Are you willing to join us?
You've been blessed with an opportunity, but the opportunity itself is not going to be what blesses you. What blesses you is how you grind, how you work with this opportunity, how you sweat with this opportunity.
And we dream.
Are you willing to go out and fight for your family? Are you willing to fight for your freedom, to fight for your independence?
And we struggle.
I did not quit. And every day I thank God I didn't give up.
And we fight.
I, in 2014, am choosing I am fighting to unite.
And we overcome.
To be part of such a team like this right here, and a team like this right here, this is a dream come true. But let me be crystal clear. This is only the beginning.
Everything you need to get where you need to be is inside of you. Stop whining and tap into your greatness.
We need for you to make a difference. America needs it. Your family needs it. You need it.
One, two, unite!
Listen, man, this is amazing. This is my first time I have ever gone on an Alliance trip, I guess you could say. I am local here in Vegas. but they still put us up at the Paris Hotel, which is an amazing hotel. For those of you who have not been here, you got to experience it. And I gotta admit, guys, this is the first time I have ever held a gun in my entire life was today. They took us to this place called The Range. Unreal. I cannot believe how crazy this is. The adrenaline starts pumping. You're nervous at first, kind of like when you first meet, like Andy Albright, right? So you first meet him, you're real nervous, and then, but you just go for it. You just got to pull the trigger, and the adrenaline starts flowing. You settle down a little bit, and it feels amazing. I'm telling you guys, the association here, the experiences that we're having, getting to know everyone, this is amazing. You guys have got to figure this out. You got to get here, man. Just get around the association. Just get here.